All right, so my name's Justin Jobin. I'm the GIS coordinator for the town of Jamestown, Rhode Island. And I'm talking to you about our streetlight inventory that was done in 2010. Should be next slide, but so this is Rhode Island. You are up here in Providence. This is where Jamestown is, connected by bridges from Narragansett to Newport. Where I am, they don't have coordinates for, but it's somewhere out there. So anyway, that has nothing to do with the mapping. The main problem, the cause is when the economy tanked, many municipalities were facing bankruptcy, so they started to come up with creative ways to cut spending. And as you know, the government really doesn't waste money, so it's tough. But if you think the problems the government creates are bad, just wait until you see the solutions. Well, this is a perfect example of that. So the politicians looked hard and long through all their budget, and they just could not find anything to cut, so they came up with this bright idea. Let's cut costs by turning off lights. Why not? So they turned off streetlights, and you'll see this next slide. It has all of the, it was a big phase in Rhode Island, Woonsocket, Cranston, East Providence, all turning off streetlights to save money. So my boss has said, hey, everyone else is doing it, maybe we should look into this, except in Jamestown, where the second lowest tax rate in the state, we're financially stable, but they wanted to jump on the bandwagon. So I said, hang on, let's wait for GIS, let's do some analysis and see if it makes sense. So that's what we did. So I thought, where are they? So the electric company has the GIS data. The electric company didn't want to give us the GIS data. They said it belongs to the phone company. The phone company said it's secret, top secret, you can't touch it. So finally working with the electric company, they gave me an export of their attributes table with the street names and the pole numbers as to where the street lights are. So me and my handy GOXT went out in the field, and over 5 days we recreated this confidential information that nobody knew existed. So out of these 381, we were actively paying for 354 streetlights. And as you can see by the light bulbs on the screen, that's where this confidential information is located. So don't look too long, you might get something. You will get a drone attack on the way out. So we were spending approximately $50,000 a year for streetlights. And it comes out to $137 per light per year. Okay. Now, the National Grid said, yeah, you can turn them off. You can turn off 5% of them. But anything after that, you got to pay $25 disconnection fee per light. So, all right, well, we'll add that into the equation when we do our analysis. So our GIS criteria is, let's preserve streetlights located in main roads. How about the commercial area? Why not intersections? Or we could just take out stop signs too and pray. So other safety, so anyway, we recommended the black, that these are the only ones, 75, that could be turned off, so 21%. And then we talked to the former public works director. He's like, you can't do that, their child's disabled, or this person begged us for that. But anyway, I'll get more into that. Right now, cost savings, is it worth saving $9,000 to $10,000 a year? First year was less than $9,000, after that a little over $10,000. Is it worth that? And again, the answer is no, because there's sick, there's elderly, there's handicapped, one lawsuit, and that money's out the window and then some. So my recommended action was do nothing, but I did it in a disruptive way, I promise. So anyway, here we are back to the same slide as back then. It was the cool thing to do, East Providence, Cranston, Woonsocket, but not now. So now we fast forward to today, and Woonsocket turns the lights back on, Cranston turns the lights back on. Letters to the editor come flying in. Let's revisit the streetlight policy. It's dangerous. Who the hell's idea was this? Who thought of this? So, in conclusion, GIS, and you all know this, can help politicians avoid embarrassment. So, we're now looking at more effective ways to reduce that, such as LED lights. And that's it.